Morning, guys. Rick Shaw and old Shaky McShake Shakes. We're out on the 26th of August, 2022. Last night the kids and I took a big ride in the machine, and I just kind of rigged the battery up just for until I get all the rest of the stuff, and just put it on a fuse holder and poke the fuse in to get it working. And these lights are absolutely fantastic. They're not too bright. I have them aiming down the same as the low beam. I just want to be seen. We took a ride out on the road. Nobody high beamed us or anything like that, so they're going to be pretty good. They're white compared to the real yellow one of the driver, but I could not get the yellowy looking ones. But we got stuff coming. It's going to straggle in here for a while, so that's the way she'll go. I like the old Doc. It's pimping the Trike. That's funny, but we're getting there. We're going to slowly get her done. I got really nice lights. I think I said it before. I'm going to run the running lights and the running lights on the blinkers are going to be run off the battery, and then I'll tie into the blinkers on the vehicle. That way, if we have the motor stopped for any reason, I can leave the lights on while we're sitting there so we can be seen, and that'll be pretty good. And that way I don't got to keep the bike running to run anything. So the battery didn't use squat. You know, those are pulling 14 watt. The other stuff I got Cummins LED also, so they're not going to pull that much. Hopefully the battery will last a good while. But watched the news this morning when I got up, and this has been going on for a little bit, all about this push for, paying off these student loans for these folks that went to college. And there's a lot of people going back and forth, and you make a debt, you pay it. That's just the way it is. You don't make somebody else pay it. This is just a blatant attempt to get more votes. Using your money to steal your vote, because these people are going to vote. The person who gives them money, that's who they work for, and that's what's going on right now, and that's a royal shame. Pay your damn debt. You go to a college, you get some of these degrees are good degrees, some of them are liberal arts bull crap, and these professors. I personally don't think anybody that teaches college should have got out of college and just start teaching. They should have worked in their field. That's just how it goes. It should be a retired guy wanting to give back, somebody who's been in business for years, because those guys take the knocks. But the government, they're your partner in everything now, and they're going to tell you what to do. They're like your boss now. That's not how it's supposed to be, guys. They're not supposed to be your boss, but that's how it is. It's a royal shame, and they come up with all this crazy stuff, and because they get kickbacks and they get their buddies to agree to it, they don't actually come out and ask you, hey, what do you guys think? They just ram it through. I'm looking at this stuff here in the Philippines now. They're talking about putting gondolas to relieve traffic. Give me a break. Now, if a private company wants to do it, if they say, hey, we got a building over here and there's a building over there, and we want to ride you across from building to building so you don't got to go out in traffic and cross, blah, blah, that's fine. That's not for the government. Not for the government to do. So I just don't seem to get a lot of these things they push for. And of course, there's probably going to be kickbacks all around the world. That's how they seem to do it. And and the news media, I do believe they're really throwing as much distraction as they can get out there. Get you mad about that, so you're not looking at the rest of the stuff. They're still, they're looking at a former president, stuff that he's got, but they're not looking at anything from Maxwell or Epstein. They're diverting you off of that, your attention off that, and it's not coming out. FBI's pulling crap. That a lot of these agencies, I'd like to see somebody get in and just disband most of them. Just most of them. It's like what I always said, like with welfare and all that. Let the churches handle that. Let your local. It shouldn't be a big, huge government, one solution fits all. It should be a localized thing. People who are in need. they'll help out. But the government, they just throw money at everybody. Look at what welfare is. That's just another vote buying thing. These people get up, you see young men, young women not working, not getting out there, making their way. It's like I always said about the abortion. You could have killed somebody that was going to invent cures for all kinds of stuff. And you get these people on welfare that just become dependent. That could have been somebody who was invented something, became a famous entrepreneur, or who knows. But you're never going to find out, because with abortion, they kill them first, and with welfare, they kill off any drive or desire for you to do anything. You just sit back and wait for your check. I've known welfare people that were broke. I knew a welfare lady. She'd get food coupons and sell them 50 cents on the dollar. She didn't work for them. Why not? So she could buy her smokes and liquor and all that. And they were living, those folks, they lived in a house as nice as mine. They were having barbecues every weekend. They had cars, phones, computer, internet, air condition, all this stuff. Didn't work for it. If welfare should be like a minimum, it should be an absolute stinking minimum to get you on your feet. And it's not. So the government, they've got all these tricks to get votes, to keep them in. And if you don't think they're getting kickbacks on most of this stuff, you're in la la land. That's for sure, because they all do it. It doesn't matter which ones they are. They just get into it more and more, and they don't quit. And it's just a real shame. But right now we're waiting on the different parts, the different parts for the trike. I want to get her all done. I don't know how much I can run into the tube, drill into my tube and run it. Like if I go here, it's blocked off unless I drill from the other side, so I can fish it down. This, I don't know that's closed on the bottom. I'd have to drill it from there. And this stuff is really hard to drill where it's welded. Super hard, because it gets hardened. I was drilling a hole yesterday, and it's just hard close to the welds. So we'll see what we're going to do. We might have to surface it on the pipe. Might be able to get through this one easy, but we'll see. I want to put the lights. I still haven't gone to LTO. I was thinking of shooting down there. Maybe I'll just do it next week instead of today. We've got some stuff we need to pick up at the store today, and who knows, some days you go to LTO and we go in and we're out pretty quickly. Other days, who knows how long you're going to wait. It could be most of the day, and we got other stuff we need to get done. So we're going to get to it. And my car from sitting, look at that. We got a little bit of fungi. I'm going to have to clean that off. Yeah. A little bit of rust from this thing. I got a angle grinder coming too. They had a really good deal, angle grinder and hammer drill. I have two hammer drills already, a cordless and a battery. And this was you buy this for this price, and they're going to throw that in with it. So okay, Lazada's even got Bosch ones on there, and it's like unbelievably cheap, under $20. So hopefully they're all good. I did buy a drill here before from Lazada. It was incredibly cheap. It's a Hitachi corded, and I got the dang thing for, I don't even think it was $10 at the time I bought it. I think it was five, a little bit more than $10 with the exchange. And I run the piss out of that thing. I run the living heck out of it, and it works great. It's been working for years. I've had it for years and years. So, I got a pretty good deal on that one. I hope these ones are the same. But we got our guy cutting our grass today. What he's doing on his string trimmer wasn't throwing the string out real good. Plus, it's expensive to buy. So he's putting wire ties on there. He's just got a metal plate with a couple holes, and he's got some 2 wire ties on there, and he's doing a lot of cutting before they break. I actually had, when I was working electric, I had steel wire ties that were pretty strong. I got the biggest ones I could get, cut them to length, where I needed, and I had 4 of those on a plate I made for my weed whacker, and I could run those things for months before I'd get one to break. It's just wear some pretty good boots, because those things come off, they'll stick right in your leg. I've seen guys do that, plus all the crap they're throwing. But we're going to get a weed whacker for down when we get to Maduro. I saw some for a pretty good price, 65 bucks. Kawasaki, that's what this guy has right here. It's a 4-stroke. I've never ran into those. Every one I ever had in my entire life was 2-stroke, and his is a 4-stroke, and it performs. I mean, they do this whole place here. They're cutting all the time. That guy cuts 6 days a week, and it's doing its duty. So I'm going to go ahead and buy one of those. Not yet. We still got a lot to do. We're putting away every month to get our house done. We got the foreman here. Gave us a design of what we want. It's small. I think it's only going to be 24 square meters inside. It's just like a hurricane house, and once we get that up, we'll have a kitchen inside, kitchen outside, Murphy beds, and use the lower Murphy bed for a table. Raise up the thing, use that for a table. Just some cheap chairs, and then we'll get the Nippa and the Kubo house down the road. All this stuff, it only takes money, guys. So, but I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Just a little quick one this morning, and this is Rick Shaw out.